Hello everyone, today let's talk about the first phase of the final Warden fight, commonly known as P1 Warden. And to start it off, make sure you spend some time organizing your supplies. So you see here, I'm organizing my raid supplies in such a way that if I were to mess up somehow and I need ambrosia, then the first item I withdraw from the bag will be ambrosia. Let's spend just a little bit of time understanding what this first phase actually is doing. So here, we see the obelisk in the center. We also see these two wardens off by the side. When the fight starts, the obelisk will start charging the wardens, almost like a battery charger, and the charging happens by these tiny little warps that will go towards both of the wardens. Now, keep this in mind. If they charge at the same time, then they'll perform attacks at the same time. And there are two attacks. One is called UFO, and the other one, they throw warps at you. In a solo mode, the warps are unavoidable. But the idea here is that we will block one side of the warps so that the charging happens misaligned, which means one warden will get charged faster than the other. And by having them misaligned, it means they attack at different times. And we'll go into a live demonstration now. First, let's slow it down for a bit. Equip your BGS because the obelisk in the center is susceptible to defense training. Next, Summoner's Draw, that will help with killing the obelisk ASAP. Turn on Piety for maximum damage, and drink your adrenaline now because that will save your special attacks. In case you miss the first hit, you can BGS again, and that will be fine. Now we step into the charging warps here, and each warp deals 3 damage to you, but that is okay. You want to stay here until you take about 21 damage, so about 7 to 8 ticks of warps. That will give you enough time to dodge the UFOs, and the UFOs are coming right about now. As you can see here, the first set of UFOs are red, and there's a space in between each of the UFOs. The second set is yellow, but by the time the second set comes, the first set is gone, so you can walk to where they are to avoid the UFO damage completely. And now the warps come. In a team setting, you can mitigate some of the damage from the warps, but in a solo, you just have to face tank these warps. Unavoidable damage, just brew after getting hit. Make sure your stats are restored, so try to drink a brew near when the overload is about to reset. And you'll repeat the UFO process back and forth until the obelisk dies. Keep in mind, even when the obelisk dies, the UFO still does damage. So right now, if you were to stand in the yellow UFOs, you take damage. Something to note is that there is a safe spot where none of the UFOs can hit you, and that is by the edge of the arena. You can try this method too. I personally don't like it because then I have to go on long range, and that's not fast enough. And I like to use a blowpipe. But if you have a really strong weapon like the F-bow or even the shadow, then that method is viable. Now, in the higher invocation though, the warps come and hit you much harder, and you might want to even consider tick eating it if you're good at that. But this is a solo guide for the P1 Warden for a normal invocation, so anything between 150 to 300. And I think Blowpipe is really strong in killing the obelisks to finish P1. That concludes the guide for P1 Warden, guys. I hope you guys learned something. I'm definitely still having a lot of fun at TOA. Hope you like and subscribe so you can see more from me, and have a nice day. Bye.